So this is the end product. Hey folks, so this is the SmallRig, the new SmallRig V-Mount Battery Plate that actually has a on and off switch that allows you to control when power is going to your camera with a whole bunch of extra ports on it. So I'm curious to see what this looks like on the Nikon ZR. Okay. This be one piece. And this is the second piece. Should be self-explanatory, so I'll toss the box to the side. I'll move that out of the way. All right, sweet. Wow, this is nice. So all metal, like nothing on here feels plastic at all. None of the buttons, everything here feels metal. And it should be with the price tag that it goes with. Well, I take that back. This cable clamp here on the back here might actually be plastic, but that's the only piece that I can see. All right, I'll do that to open it up. And this is what this thing looks like. I mentioned that this allows you to control when power is going to the camera from that V-mount battery that gets mounted here, but you also have some additional ports. You have a DTAP port, two USB-C ports, and some more DTAP ports. I didn't realize that, since it doesn't bother me none. But the second piece here, okay, you have the Arca Swiss mounting plate that you could put on your camera. But since I'm using the SmallRig cage for the Nikon ZR, it has a built-in Arca Swiss plate, so I shouldn't need that attachment in theory. This is the screen protection piece for this. This part is made out of plastic. But one thing that I do notice is on the inside, you do have some rubber grooves right there and right there. So pretty cool. All right, let's see without looking at that menu system if I can get this mounted onto the side of this rig. If I need it to go backwards or the other way, I'll figure it out. Looks like I just line this up with this, and unlock is opening this latch right here. So I'll unlock it and I'll line it up. All right, sweet. Now it slides right in. So then technically I could lock it at any angle, I suppose, once it's in. So I'll go ahead and lock it. That should stop it from sliding, which it does. Sweet. And then this should adjust the height of this portion right here. Okay, which it does. Okay, all right. So with that part mounted, I'll go ahead and bring over the Nikon ZR. I might have to extend this first if I can remember how to do that. So there we go. That allows me to adjust this portion, and should just be able to slide on. Yep. Sweet. And I'll go ahead and lock that. Okay, and now for the screen. Now the screen's definitely a bit bigger, so I'm gonna wanna increase the size of this. So I'll unlock it right there and find the one that fits the size of this, which seems to be that one right there. And I'll go ahead and lock it back down. But now if I unlock this one at the bottom here, that controls the distance here between that component. Yep, that slides right in, and I'll lock that back. The only thing that I notice now is the screen's a lot further out, so I'm gonna adjust the Arca Swiss plate in the front to get it lined up flushly. So I think that distance looks good, so I'll go ahead and lock it in, and that's what we're working with. Yeah, so it's backed up as far as it can go, and that's the distance that you have in between it. So can't close the gap any further than that, it looks like. But if you had some sort of fan unit, if they come out with one in the future, that would be a nice thing to fill that particular gap with, to ensure that the unit doesn't overheat. So pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm going to first power off this camera and then slap on the V-Mount battery to the back of this, and this is what the mini SmallRig looks like. It has a bit of weight to it, but all in all, this is pretty clutch. This is pretty clutch. To power it on, you would do it like that. But of course, I don't have a USB-C cable currently going to the camera, and it's not really a purpose in this brief example, but that's pretty cool. If you had an external monitor, you could then begin powering all of that stuff by attaching them to these ports on the side here, and they would start receiving power from the V-Mount battery. So all in all, pretty cool. So real quick, last thing I wanted to show off is just, this is what the size difference looks like in comparison to the previous V-Mount adapter that I purchased by SmallRig that offered that V-Mount mounting solution, just minus the extra ports or whatnot. So might just be slightly slimmer of a profile or whatnot, but that's essentially what you'd be working with. But folks, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this initial first impressions video of this V-Mount adapter. I mainly wanted to put this together because I didn't see that many videos that went over this particular component or what it would look like on a compact mirrorless camera. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for future tech reviews. Also, if you're curious about checking out any of the parts listed in this video, I will have affiliate links listed in the description. That's it. See you in the next one, folks. Peace.